你们那个，你们还会。
Yeah. 「
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
This particular tale ends here, but Mud and I had many more adventures. What happened was... No, I think I'll save that one for another time. This was just a story of some adventures I had when I was a child. What happened after that is another tale entirely. Ladies and gentlemen, Okamiden, one of my favorite video games of all time. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really enjoyed playing it for you guys, and I enjoyed playing it again for myself. It's been a wonderful ride, been a great story, and I hope you agree with me. If not, I got something very, very different coming out next. Something a bit more, I guess, lighthearted, not quite as much of an epic story, but still one of my favorite games. But that's all you're going to hear about that for now. We'll talk more about that in a couple weeks. But, all in all, I really hope you've enjoyed this adventure, and hopefully you've picked up Okamiden or Okami for yourself. They are not difficult games to get a hold of by any stretch. Okami was just re-released on PlayStation Network in HD. You can also get it on the PS2 and Wii, two systems that literally everyone owns. And this game is on the DS, which will also play on your DSi or 3DS. Nothing difficult about playing either game. And you really do owe it to yourself if you've liked anything that you've seen here. Basically Zelda with a more epic story in an ancient Japanese setting. But that's really all I wanted to say. I do have some things I would like to talk about, some theories I personally have about the story that I didn't want to talk about toward the end of the story just because I didn't really want to take away from what was going on right as it was happening. as well as maybe a few other mythological references that I might not have had time to talk about throughout the series. Plus, we do have some bonus content to go over, and no jokes about that taking a whole 3 years for me to do. It will be up in the next day or two, so don't worry. But yeah, there's not really much else for me to say about that, so... At the time of recording this, the finale just went up. I personally found it kind of surprised that people were, really shocked that I didn't talk through the final battle. Honestly, I thought that would have taken away from what was going on if I was just, explaining everything and explaining why things are so great and such... In just such an atmospheric battle that was going on. I think it was just better off not being commentated. Because I've heard people being like, well, I expected no commentary for the cutscenes, but what about the battle? But yeah, I don't think I needed to explain why that battle was great or anything like that. I thought it stood great on its own, and it was... the atmosphere should be left alone. That's really about all I have to say on the matter. Plus, I did the same thing in my Okami Let's Play, which a lot of people thought was really unexpected, and I got a lot of praise for it back when I did it back then, so... This Let's Play was a bitch to put together on a technical level. Oh, man. It was one wild ride, technically, just between getting the recordings to look the way I wanted them to, having to swap the screens, sometimes hundreds of times per episode. But, in the end, I think it all paid off. Fantastic game. I love showing it to new people. And, yeah. Plus, I have to say, I really like this ending cinematic that's playing on the recessive of the two screens right now. I think the people that made it deserve a bit more credit, so I have them on the dominant screen. But I guess at the very least, we do get to see Kuro one more time, even though it's not really a canonical meeting. It's just this little scene right here. But I don't really have anything else to say about Okamiden. I think I've said everything that needs to be said, and anything that I haven't said will get covered in the bonus episode. So, I guess you can just enjoy the last few seconds of this cute little cutscene, and I'll see you guys back here, hopefully in a couple weeks. Later. Hey Chibi. Where we're heading to now is a place called the Celestial Plain, where Ami, Waka, and the others are. The Celestial Plain is also referred to as the Land of the Gods. It's in ruins now, but it was the land where the gods used to live. And Ami and the others have gone there to revive him now. Okay, let's go, Chibi. The journey's just getting started. Hang on, Ami. Chibi and I will be there right away.